How to paint over your brick. There are, as usual with me, many options here. For instance, this particular brick, I don't mind the brick itself, but I really dislike the black grout and I would like to update it. So I will show you as part 2 of this how I'm going to solve that solution without annihilating the pretty brick colors that I don't mind too much. If you want to just paint it, just straight paint it, the first thing to do is determine what might have been on these bricks, some sort of sealer. There might be a sealer on there. So probably the best thing to do is to prime it with a primer. Water-based would be idyllic. Try to go water whenever you can. This is a bonding primer. If it's a super slick, shiny brick for some reason, or a tile brick, use a bonding primer, something that is going to stick to the surface. Ask at your paint shop what's the best thing to use. If you're anything like me, you hate to paint more than once. Have it tinted to the color you want, and then using a very heavy nap roller, because there is a lot of depth in here. You probably also need a brush, and it's going to be destroyed, so use an old nasty brush that you have. Brush in the paint into all the joints, and then roll that primer over everything until it's as covered as you want it to be. If you want total coverage, cover it as totally as you can get it so you don't see any more bricks or any more grout lines. Could take a couple coats. Since I am a decorative painter and I'm not real fond of the look of painted brick, because that's what it looks like, painted brick, I have decided to simply paint the grout lines by using it's a glaze that I also have in this room already, so we could call that a mother color theory. I'm using colors that are on the wall and putting them now into my grout lines, so everybody is all happy together. So what I'm going to do, my objective here, is to get rid of the ugly black grout lines by simply I'm using a dollar brush. I have a backup hog hair brush. It means it's fairly stiff. Dollar brush means it doesn't matter if I destroy it, because it will become a different brush for my collection of battered brushes. I'm going to apply this glaze, which is it's kind of a mix of a bunch of things, a little bit of primer, a little bit of polyurethane, all water-based, and some paint, maybe some tint. And I am going to wipe my grout lines, and as you see, it gets onto the brick. If you like that, leave it. If you don't like it, you'll go back and wipe it off. The first thing to do, though, is to remove it so it doesn't look heavily painted in those grout lines. And I'm just going to keep wiping the grout lines until I like the way they look. As you can see, the sponge has already had some damage. It's not much scrubby left, but it's still got a little bit of life left. They have the finished goodbye black grout line, hello new look brick.